Iran has confirmed that it's tested a new ballistic missile. However, it says the exercise does not breach the Islamic Republic's nuclear agreement with world powers or a United Nations resolution. Iran's defense minister says Sunday's missile test is in line with the country's defense plans. A U.S. official reported that Iran test-fired a medium-range ballistic missile which exploded after traveling over 1,000 kilometers. And in response, however, U.S. National Security Advisor Michael Flynn says the U.S. has put Iran on notice. Flynn has also noted President Trump's disapproval of Obama's agreements with Iran, which include a deal to lift economic sanctions. Flynn's comments suggest the new administration may take a harder stance. However, some believe this could backfire and trigger Iran to further resist. The White House has declined to confirm whether military action is an option in response to the missile test, saying only that it's in the process of formulating an official response. And let's now get you more on that story. I'm joined live from Cairo by CGTN's Adel Mahrouri. Adel, no official reaction from Egypt as yet, but just how concerned will Cairo be right now following that missile test?
Well, Egypt has a general strict stance regarding the Middle East security, and it has always been supporting the nuclear non-proliferation agreement and has stressed that the Middle East must be a region clear out of any nuclear or mass destructive weapons. That's a general position. It of course applies to two states, Israel and Iran, as the rest of the Middle East countries, the Arab countries in particular, they don't have the technology for these weapons. But specifically to this incident, as you said, there hasn't been any official response yet from the Egyptian Foreign Ministry or the presidency. And it seems that Egypt may be coordinating with its regional allies first and try to, at the same time, have a clearer stance. That is, if it will give any announcement, because this is not the first ballistic missile that Iran holds in the medium period in the past few months. But at the same time, Egypt has never commented on each attempt or on each test. So it's not a usual policy for the foreign ministry.
Well, how closely, though, Adel, will Egypt work with the United States when it comes to Iran? Can you explain the relations between Egypt and Iran to us at the moment?
Well, there isn't any direct relations, as you know. There is no official embassies between both countries. There is a small representative office, of course, but not a full diplomatic representation between both countries. At the same time, what we've been seeing in the past 2.5 years from Egypt's very close ties to Russia and its position towards the Syrian crisis, which tends to favor the Syrian government and President Bashar al-Assad. So it seems that Egypt will not be as far as expected from Iran as it used to be, particularly with its strong alliance with Russia that has boosted greatly under the leadership of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. At the same time, we are seeing a rising relationship between Egypt and the United States. El-Sisi and Trump both have expressed their admiration to one another. El-Sisi was the first African leader to receive a telephone call from the U.S. President Trump when he held office or when he entered the White House. So this is also an area to be tested, and what role Egypt will be playing. Will it go forward in a strong alliance with the United States and let go of its newly established strengthened relations with Russia? It's highly unlikely. Egypt tries always to have a medium relations or an average, good relations with everyone. But in that particular case, it's not clear how Egypt with the Trump administration will proceed.
All right, Adel Mahrouri for us there in Cairo. Thank you.